Pretty much.
So basically, you're saying
The animated Anarchy series presents the animated Showdown.
All right, what's up, everybody? It's Wednesday afternoon. We're on your lunch break. This is episode 34 of Animated Showdown. I'm your host, Dutchy, joined as always by Money E.
What's up?
Sean is with us.
Hello.
And our beloved wild card, Dave.
Hey.
All right. Today on the docket here, we got some pretty interesting ones. We got Kim Possible taking on Fairly Odd Parents. Hunter takes on Redo of Healer. EXOSQUAD's going to take on the Pirates of Dark Water. Timon and PUMBAA takes on Tiny Toon Adventures. And in our main event, it's Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids taking on the Super Friends. Now, if you've never seen the show before, the randomizer is going to come up. It's going to pick our 5 categories for us. These guys are going to judge. Show wins 3-0, 30 points. 3-1 is 20 points. 3-2 is 10, and 5 for the loser. If a show gets swept, they lose 10 points. Of course, in the animated Anarchy series there. Now, Eric is the only one that can use his power, and what that power is he has the ability to try to change a category. If a category comes up he doesn't like, he can take that out, put a new category in. However, one of the other two has to second it. So let's go ahead. Let's share the screen.
Eric, can I get a I have the power like a He-Man? Can you do the He-Man I have the power? Do it, Eric.
Man, I have the power. How do I do that? I don't know.
You gotta say it with that inner God inside you.
I have the power.
Yes, like
I
that,
have the
Eric.
power.
No,
That was you figured since Dave was the one that asked you to do it, you would have actually put some more oomph.
Yeah, I thought Dutchy did a better job than you. Dutchy was pretty much spot on with that thing.
All right,
I'm not good at that stuff.
All right, can everybody see the screen?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, one click. Here we go. All right, little different than last time. But what we have right now, we have character development, overall enjoyment, memorable moments, fan base, originality. Eric, you are up.
Eric, use it, please.
I'll use it on.
Do it on the third one.
Dave, he's got to make the decision.
Do it.
Character development.
You're taking out character development?
Yeah.
What do you want to put in?
I want to put in merchandise.
All right, before they rip you. Why?
I think there's some matchups that could, especially. Hold on, maybe not. I'm an idiot. Forget that. Never. I thought there were some matchups that could.
Well, I didn't ask for a second yet, so I will give you the opportunity. Now you got to hurry the hell up.
Switch your pick.
No, I'm trying to think. What should I change? Character development to theme song.
All right. You want to take out character development. You want to put in theme song.
Yeah.
Now, here's the more important question, and there's only one of you has to. Does anybody want to second it?
Sean, you go first.
Sean, are you even there?
No, I'm here. I'm sorry. I was looking over the list again. I'm sorry. Character development over. For
He's
theme.
taking that out and he's putting theme song in.
No.
I was just going to say, because theme song makes a lot of these battles tougher.
Yeah.
And at least one of them later on. Sean, you're going to say no?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, Eric.
No worries.
Dave?
You
Just
say no,
because
too.
Eric's nice to me, I'm gonna give him my second.
All right. So you're going to second it.
Oh,
Just
thanks, Dave.
because you're nice to me, I'll do that for you this one time. Don't expect it again, because I do like character development a lot.
And I did theme song for Doug.
Now, can I state what I wanted him to change?
Okay.
Yeah,
Go
you can
ahead.
do it now.
Okay, I wanted you to change memorable moments out, because I think enjoyment and memorable moments can kind of coincide, because like you enjoy certain moments of shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I would have changed out memorable moments, in my opinion, for something else, like theme
I mean, you
song.
could make the case for character development too, because if you like the character development in one show,
it's very usually it's pretty obvious which one has better character development, and unless they're like, similar shows, like if they don't have much or they both have a lot, then it depends
that's true.
on
But
what
I
one.
also did the theme song for Doug, though.
Yeah, it is
You really think
Dutchie's
that's going to
favorite
stop
theme
me
song.
from making fun of you?
Huh?
You really think that's going to stop me from making fun of you?
No, because tomorrow's your birthday.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We are recording this a day before I turn 40.
No.
This is airing the day before I turn 40. I turned 40 on Thursday.
The big 4-0.
Yeah.
What up, Punk?
So I did it for you, Doug, for your birthday.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Although you probably just made this show just run longer.
Did it just
Maybe
for
we
your
do
birthday.
quick bites instead of like long takes.
It kind of takes away from it, though. So
Yeah. Well, we'll do our best to get it before.
I got you. All right. So theme song, overall enjoyment, memorable moments, fan base, originality. So what do we think? And how harder did these battles just become with one category getting taken out and the other one getting put in? I'm telling you right now, Battle 4, that is it's already kind of a toss-up, in my opinion. Throwing character development out and putting theme song in just made it tougher.
Yep. A lot of these shows have good theme songs.
Yeah. So
that's why I always try to take that one out.
Yeah, because you're just like, I don't want to make the decision. All right.
Pretty much.
So we're going to start. Kim Possible taking on the Fairly Odd Parents. Kim Possible is 2-0, and they are in the division of Dave's Uncle Joe. And they are 2-0, 40 points. By the way, they already have the division lead. They can just expand on it a little more if they win. Fairly Odd Parents is 1-1 in the division of Mike Thomas. They have 35 points. They can take the division lead for now, because Helsing Ultimate still has to go, but they could take division lead from Family Guy for now if they can get a 20-point or 30-point win. We're going to start. Theme song is the opening category. And Dave, I'm starting with you because of something you have revealed to us on the show before about one of these theme songs.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, my wife has it as one of her ringtones.
Yeah.
But
I pay attention to those facts.
So just because she enjoys that a lot doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to go that way.
Well, yeah, I know. It's also called me putting you on the spot.
Yeah, I see what you're doing. But this one's very tough for me because I do like Kim Possible's catchy type modern pop culture, but
Eric, he hasn't given an answer yet.
I'm going with the Fairly Hot Parents here. I
had a feeling he was going that way.
It's super catchy. It gives me kind of like a Broadway style musical type kind of premise.
Broadway or vaudeville? To me, like, because I kind of have that.
I could see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I could see what
like
you're saying.
Broadway or Broadway definitely, but I sense a little bit of vaudeville in there too.
Yeah, I could see what you're saying. And then I also think it's very hard hitting intro for that time. Like it was very like a banger. I also think it's got a little bit of storytelling and it brings the show into the theme song as well. Like it coincides very well. It meshes very well together. But I do think the same about Kim Possible as well. This one was a toss up for me.
Okay. All right, Eric, go ahead.
Yeah, I went with Kim Possible. I just like the theme better. I have it in my head right now, but I'm not gonna sing it. So, but yeah it's more catchy for me.
Well,
All
if you're singing anything like I Have the Power, yeah.
I'll sing a couple of bars later. All right. Sean, you get to break a tie right away.
Kim Possible.
And he didn't break one last game on Saturday, I don't think.
I like that one a lot more. I think it's a lot more catchier, better beat, and I think animation's not in this one. The animation's better. And it showcases the premise of the show very well. So does Fairly Odd Parents, but
okay. All right. Kim Possible is up 1-0, 2 more, and then they sweep. Overall enjoyment is the next category. This category obviously explains itself. What show did you enjoy more? Sean, go ahead.
Man, this was a hard one. But I went with Fairly Odd Parents. I like the I don't know. I like the quirkiness. Mr. Crocker's OG for being like a tweaker. Watching it was just like I always used to thought, how cool would it be to have Fairly Odd Parents?
Right.
And like Kim Possible was another great show, and you wish you had the skills or had lived that life. But I don't know, Fairly Odd Parents had more of that imagination feel to it, so I like them more.
All right, Dave, you're gonna go next.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with Sean here. I do like Fairly Odd Parents a little bit more. I think it brings more to the table with like their crazy like plots that they're doing, or like he alluded to, Crocker is amazing. Like I love it when he's trying to find or catch the Fairly Odd Parents, and all that different stuff. I'm trying to forget. I'm trying to remember her name. Was it Vicky?
Yeah.
Vicky? Yeah, Vicky. The song they made about her, the Icky Vicky. I thought that was hilarious and a banger. So they just brought a lot to the table and continue to do so throughout the shows to keep you captivated and keep your eye on it. So I just thought it was more entertaining because it wasn't the same like plot and storyline of like, I'm going on this mission to stop this bad guy and da 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 da. It was a little different each time, so it was more enjoyable.
All right, Eric.
That doesn't matter. I went with Impossible.
Okay. All right. 1-1. So no sweep is happening here. Memorable moments, Eric. You're up first.
Memorable moments. I went with Impossible. I thought there was more of a story arc and more, I guess, it just goes into character development, but I thought there was more development there too.
All right. Sean, go ahead.
Oh. I went with Kim Possible here. And for the reason I put it is because they mixed it up pretty well from like average days of a teenage girl, and then her super spy alternative lifestyle. And I think a lot of the moments based off of like the missions her and Ron would get into and succeed or like find out like what was going on, more than Fairly Odd Parents just wishing Timmy whatever he basically wanted at the time. But I think Kim Possible has a slight edge over it.
Okay. All right, Dave.
Yeah, I'm going Kim Possible here as well. I just think the villains are a little bit more memorable. I think the plot is a little bit more memorable, the story, in my eyes. The thing about Fairly Odd Parents is it has so much going on throughout the show that it's kind of like it kind of all blurs together. Because it's kind of like crazy every episode, where so like when the craziness happens in Kim Possible where she's going up against the bad villain guy or whatnot, it's more memorable because it's not happening all the time.
All right. Fair enough. All right. 2-1 Kim Possible. One more, and then they can get the win here and get 20 points and extend their division lead even more. All right. Fan base. Dave, who had the bigger fan base?
Oh man, I'm gonna go with Fairly Odd Parents here. I think it's widely more popular. I think it was in its time, it was only second to SpongeBob SquarePants. When it was running, it was only second to them. So I think that nostalgia factor, the fan base, I think they really got that.
All right. Eric?
Yeah, I went Odd Parents too. From what I read, it is more popular and more nostalgia.
All right, Sean?
Yeah, sweep it.
All right. 2-2. We go to the fifth category, which is originality. Sean, who had the more original concept?
Ooh. I gave this one to Kim Possible only because I feel like I said, for the moment category, that like they kind of kept it more real life at times with her and Ron at school and living that life, other than when they do the spy stuff, obviously. But so I went with that.
All right. Dave?
Yeah, I'm going the opposite way here. I'm going Fairly Odd Parents. I just think they like having the godparents granting wishes and all that stuff. I think that's very original. It's a little different. The humor and tone, I feel like, is a little more original too in there. How they bring it, and the different random plots. I think their creative range was a lot more further than what Kim Possible was allowed to do. Kim Possible, I just feel like you can compare that to other shows like Totally Spies or something like that, shows around its time, but a little more shallow in depth for fan base and stuff. So I think Fairly Odd Parents is kind of its own thing. You don't see a lot of similar shows that, a kid gets these two magical fairy type godparents that wishes ever grant, and go on throughout that. So I think it's very original.
All right, Eric, who wins this thing?
I'm agreeing with Sean. I went with Kim Possible. I thought both of them had some originality, but let's give the slight edge to Kim Possible.
All right, they're going to win it 3-2. They're going to get 10 points, so they're going to increase their division lead by another 10 points. Fairly Odd Parents does not move into a division lead, but they still get 5 points out of it. So we move on to the next battle, which is Hunter x Hunter taking on Redo of Healer. Hunter x Hunter is in the division of Kathy Bianco. 1-1, 10 points. Redo of Healer is 0-2, negative 10 points in the division of Kathy's mother-in-law, Karen Bianco. So now Redo of Healer cannot really catch a division lead here. However, if Hunter Hunter is able to sweep, they tie South Park for the division lead in Kathy's division. Theme song is up first. Dave, go ahead.
No.
Get better Wi-Fi, and then I'll be able to see your hands go up before I stop talking.
I think I'm gonna go with Hunter x Hunter here. I think it's a little more popular. It's a highly regarded theme song. Departure. It's through all 148 episodes of the 2011 series. So it has different variations that bring slight changes to keep it fresh, but that's a little bit it. But I think it's very upbeat, motivational, and I like it.
All right, Eric, go ahead.
Yeah, I went the opposite. I just like the more darker theme for me. So.
He prefers the anime that you can mainly watch on adult websites. Which, by the way, I wish I was lying that when I say that it's mainly available on adult websites, but that
it's the truth.
It is.
We know what kind of person Eric is.
All right. Sean, who are you agreeing with, Dave or the Freak?
I kind of liked them both, but I gave this one to Hunter Hunter over a slight edge. I just think the quality of it was slightly better for me.
All right. We now move on to overall enjoyment. Oh, I can't wait to see you explain this. So you're going first.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think when Hunter, that's Hunter. I just like the theme song better redo, but I just like the show better of Hunter x Hunter.
All
That's
right.
why I had a better story arc, so better character development. So
Your mother couldn't catch you watching Hunter x Hunter on an adult website like she could Redo of Healer.
I said I just like the darker theme better. That's
Yeah,
it.
whoever's watching, do not let your children watch Redo a Healer. Explicit content on there.
Yeah, this is
Oh, yeah.
not a show for kids.
Oh yeah.
All right, Sean, go ahead.
You know what? I'll join Eric's hidden love, and I went with Redo of Healer just because of the explicit scenes.
Okay.
Sorry for
You
the
do know he
background.
picked Hunter x Hunter, right?
Yeah, I know, but that's only because you guys are picking on him. We all know what he
No,
wanted to pick.
I really had Hunter.
I'll be the man of the group, and I'll say just because of the explicit scenes, I liked Redo of Healer.
All right, Dave, try to pull us back a little bit here.
Freaky boy.
Not really.
Yeah, I'm going Hunter x Hunter here. I like it's got that well-rounded like shonen type anime. It's a psychological type of thriller. You're kind of seeing cool battles constantly. You got some really cool characters in there that you can really enjoy watching and see what they do and how their story plays out. I really do enjoy Hunter x Hunter. Just not as much as some other animes, but I do think it's a pretty good anime and I enjoy it. I watched it all the way through, so
yeah. All right. Hunter x Hunter is up 2-0. One more and then they sweep. And then they're going to tie South Park for the lead in Kathy Bianco's division, which I know Dave right now, especially because he can't be seen on camera, he's up there and he's got his hands together. He's like, Lord, come on. Like, let's get the anime up to the top of the division.
Yes, sir.
He's like, I'll give you Eric's firstborn son.
And his name will probably be Sean.
Yeah. All right. All right. Memorable moments is up first. Eric,
Let Eric go first.
Go ahead, Eric.
Hunter X Hunter.
He won't do it now. Now that we've called him out.
Eric, you can be honest. You can be honest.
No.
We know you like that dark fantasy, brother. It's okay.
There's nothing wrong with liking it.
Yeah, they wouldn't make a show if people didn't like it. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on, Eric. I admitted to it. Might have been a lie, but I admitted to it.
There's nothing wrong with liking like a dark,
It's no different than the magazines that you hide in your pillowcase. It's just animated.
Yeah.
The only thing I like with this, that's the only thing I like with this new song.
Okay.
Memorable moments. I didn't even mention it. I said there was better story.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
All right. So we'll move on. Mainly because I got nothing. I've got no more material on this. Dave, you're up.
Yeah, I'm going Hunter X Hunter here. I just think, some of the scenes like in the Chimera Ant arc were pretty intense. Like Gone fighting Pato. I don't know how to say her name. It was like that cat looking lady. But that was pretty epic. When the old man was fighting Netiro or whatever, that was pretty baller. He lost an arm and stuff like that. So there's a lot of crazy moments. And then Killua, when he took somebody's heart out, that was pretty insane. He's like some crazy assassin. So there's a lot of memorable moments in there. The other one is kind of like crazy moments. So a little graphic moments, but nothing like, oh, that was epic type deal.
Right. All right, Sean, go ahead.
Yeah, I went with Hunter x Hunter. So much better. Story-wise and character-wise.
Hunter X Hunter is going to win it 3-0. They're going to get the 30 points. They're going to get the sweep. So now they will tie South Park for the top of Kathy Bianco's division as of right now. Redo of Healer loses 10 points. They're at a -20. We move on to the next battle, which is going to be the EXOSQUAD versus the Pirates of Dark Water. EXOSQUAD is 1-1, 30 points in the division of Sky Zim. If any kind of a win here, 20 points or higher, and they will take Yu Yu Hakusho for the top of Sky's division. At least for right now, until because a boring world where the concept of dirty jokes doesn't exist hasn't gone yet. Pirates of Dark Water, 1-1, 35 points. They cannot catch Bleach for the top of the division, but they actually, they can. If they sweep here, they're going to be at the top of Mark's division with 65 points. Bleach right now has 60, so it is possible. We'll see. It might not be possible after the first category, but who knows? Theme song is up first. Sean, go ahead.
This one was another hard one. Oh my god, they're always yelling. But I went with the slim margin of Pirates of the Dark Water. Dark Water.
Okay.
Can't really give you a better explanation other than I just slightly liked it more.
Fair enough. By the way, you say they're always yelling. The company I have right now, I don't know if you've been able to hear them or specifically her, but
No.
she might. Oh,
I can't hear anything.
All right. Well, then.
Me neither.
He's
You got
her
real
in the-
walls though.
He's got them in the soundproof walls.
You got real like drywall. I don't.
All right, well, then never mind. I was going to hurl an insult, but if all it's going to do is just get me in trouble, then I'm going to shut up. All right. Eric, go ahead.
I went with Pirates of Water. Pirates of Dark Water. I just liked it tiny bit more. I didn't like either one, but if I had to pick it was Pirates of Dark Water.
All right. Dave?
I went with Pirates of the Dark Water as well. I just like that seafaring adventure vibe. I think it really fits the show. It's kind of like a Star Wars mixed with like pirates, magic-y type feel.
Okay.
Theme song, if that makes sense.
It does.
That's kind of what I got from it when I listened to it, and I liked it. EXOSQUAD, it was okay. It was okay. It was more of like a mature tone, I feel.
Fair enough. All right. Overall enjoyment is up next. Pirates of Dark Water is up 1-0, 2 more, and then they sweep. Dave, we'll let you start. Overall enjoyment. Who did you like better?
I liked Pirates of the Dark Water. I think I like the piratey feel. I thought it was very cinematic type animation style, which I kind of liked. I thought it had pretty good high quality fluid animation, like I said. I like the imaginative world that you're in. I think it's kind of a visual masterpiece for its time. So that's kind of why I went with that.
All right. Sean?
Yeah, I also went with Pirates of Dark Water. It's like what Dave alluded to. I like the pirate theme about it, and like, yeah.
Okay. All right. Eric?
Yeah, I sweep it. I'm not really a fan of either one, but just I enjoyed Pirates a bit more.
All right. Fair enough. All right. They're up 2-0. One more, and then they can sweep it. Memorable moments.
Can I go first on this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna go with EXOSQUAD here because one reason characters died and they stayed dead. So I think that created genuine emotional stakes, and I think that makes it a little bit more memorable than a lot of different shows. You also had, the initial storyline of the fall of the human empire and stuff like that. But mainly the character deaths, I feel like were very dramatic, where, major characters sacrifice themselves or have brutal deaths. So I think it leaves a more lasting impression.
Jeez.
All right. Sean, go ahead.
Oddly enough, I also had EXOSQUAD. Not for like the exact reasons he did, but I had it down just because I thought the drama was better, more lasting.
Fair enough. All right. Eric?
Great minds think.
Yeah, I
alike.
went with you guys. EXOSQUAD because of the deaths, and even though they died, but you remember that more. There's more story to the EXOSQUAD.
All right. Pirates of Dark Water cannot sweep. It is 2-1, but they could still win in the next category, which is fan base. This one's a little tricky because both shows are not necessarily known for being long shows. They're kind of cult followings. So, Sean, go ahead and start it.
I found more about like EXOSQUAD than I did of Pirates of Dark Water, so I went with EXOSQUAD for fan base.
All right, Dave.
Ooh, this one's a little hard for me. I think Pirates. I think they take it. Pirates of the Dark Water. I just feel like, you know, people would be like, "Oh, I remember that show." I think it had more of a broader appeal. I think Exo Squad would take cultural impact though. Um, even though Pirates of the Dark Water, I think, has a bigger fan base, but not by much. I think it's a very close call here.
All right, Eric, you get to decide whether or not this goes another round.
From what I read, there's not that much fan base for either one, but I went with SO Squad. Just a tiny bit more.
All right. Well, we got another close one. I was afraid this was going to happen. I knew these battles were going to be close. 2-2. We ended on originality. Eric, who had the more original concept?
I went with Exo Squad. From what I read, it just brought me to that slightly.
All right. Sean, go ahead.
I gave this one to the Pirates of Dark Water.
No, you were in the timeout.
All right. Dave,
I wish I could mute my mic.
I'm going with Pirates of the Dark Water as well. I just think the world building, the fantasy, you know, creating a unique oceanic alien type world and blending that with the fantasy and the maritime adventure type deal. I think that's very original. It's different, and I liked it.
But I don't know, Sean. I just think they like their camera time, or not even camera time, but their voice time.
Their 2 minutes of fame.
Williams acting up, and it doesn't help when he's just getting yelled at. So
I just put a muzzle on him; he'll be fine.
I'm
joking, by the way.
Yeah, I know. So moving on. All right. Pirates of Dark Water is going to get the 3-2 win, so they cannot take a division lead, but they move up to 45 points. But Exo Squad is going to get 5 points of their own, so they're still kind of in a division race here. Next battle up, Timon and Pumbaa versus Tiny Toon Adventures. Timon and Pumbaa are 2-0, 50 points in the division of Neil Thompson, and they are way ahead in their division right now. So all they can do is just further their division lead with a win here. Tiny Toon Adventures is in the division of Joshua Kogovan, who is related to Dave, and they cannot take a division lead here because Ben 10 is just absolutely obliterating the competition. But they have 15 points, and they can, kind of move, I guess, into second place with a win here. We start with theme song. I said earlier on that this was going to be one of the more tough battles as far as theme song goes. Both theme songs are very catchy. They both have words. But Dave, whose was better?
Yeah, this one was tough. But I think I'm going Timon and Pumbaa here. I think it's very catchy and it's character driven type of theme song. I feel like Tiny Toon Adventures, I do like that one as well. I think it's very clever lyrically. They bring that energy. I do think it's more musically complex as well than Timon and Pumbaa, but I just like the catchy tune from Timon and Pumbaa.
All right, Eric, you had your hand up. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is very close, so I came down to which one I like better. Obviously, I went Tiny Toons.
All right. Sean, you get to break a tie here.
Oh, great. I went with Timon and Pumbaa. I think it's slightly more iconic, I should say. You know, and it's very, very catchy.
All right. I definitely agree with that. I actually would have given it to Timon and Pumbaa myself, even though I do like Tiny Toons. All right. Speaking of like, overall enjoyment is the next category. Sean, who takes the edge in this one?
Tiny Toon Adventures. It's in the name. I like the adventures they went on. I think the show is just slightly better, not better produced, but I don't know, it was more fluent.
Right. All right, Dave.
Yeah, I'm going Tiny Toon Adventures here as well. I think it's a little more witty, savvy, a little bit more of a diverse cast. So you get a little bit more from it. And I think its quality was a little bit better. I feel like Timon and Pumbaa, it was very inconsistent quality, especially later in the seasons. So yeah, there's that. Just because of the drop in quality, I went the other way.
All right, Eric.
Yeah, I went with Tiny Toons. I just enjoyed that show better.
Gotcha. All right, 1-1. So no sweep happening here. Memorable moments. Eric, who had more memorable moments?
I went with Tiny Toons. I just think there was more memorable moments with the characters, and for me, it was slightly close, but I went with Tiny Toons.
All right, Sean, go ahead.
I also went with Tiny Toons.
Yeah, it's hard not to here. I mean, they have iconic episodes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
I mean, because every episode's different. I mean, in Timon and Pumbaa, it's kind of like, okay, you know, they're just kind of getting into slight mischief, maybe. But like Tiny Toons always had some different type of adventure, ranging from like a wacky adventure to maybe a more serious adventure. You know?
Yeah.
To me, like Timon and Pumbaa felt more repetitive than what they were doing.
Definitely could.
It was definitely like the same simple kind of plots over and over for sure.
I was trying to figure out the right words.
All right, Dave, go ahead.
Yeah, I went with Tiny Toon Adventures here. I just think with its iconic episodes like Fields of Honey, the music television one, I think it just makes it stand out a little bit more. Especially because you have a more diverse cast, like Sean alluded to. You know, the repetitive plots. I mean, doesn't really make for good memorable moments for Timon and Pumbaa.
Right. All right, Tiny Toons is up 2-1. One more, and then they get the 3-1 win. Fan base. So you have Disney and the Lion King versus Warner Brothers and Looney Tunes.
Ooh.
Oh man.
All right. Well, you're all pondering, but one of you has to go first, and that one of you is going to be Dave.
Oh man, I my God.
Well, hold on, Eric raised his hand.
Eric
You want him to go first instead?
No, it
Eric
don't
goes
matter.
first.
Yeah, go ahead, Eric. You want to be a gentleman? Go ahead.
I went with Tiny Toons. I just think I don't want to say they're more recognized because I think they're both both shows are recognized, but I just feel the characters are more not even the right thing to say either. Slightly just Tiny Toons.
All right. Sean, let's go to you.
Sorry.
Oh. Yeah, I went with Tiny Toon Adventure. The whole background, it's too large of a fan base already. Timon and Pumbaa, it's like, yeah, are you a fan of the Lion King or are you just a fan of these two?
Right. All right, Dave.
Yeah, I would have to agree with these two. With the different characters that Tiny Toon Adventures display and have, compared to, you know, the very small, secluded amount of characters Timon and Pumbaa have. If it was the Lion King itself, it would be a different story, I think. But because it's just Timon and Pumbaa, in their show. I think Tiny Toon Adventures takes this one.
All right. Tiny Toons is going to win at 3-1. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ask this because the first category was originally supposed to be character development. Timon and Pumbaa won the theme song category. If it was character development as the first category, would Tiny Toons have gotten the sweep?
For me, yeah.
I
would skip
well,
And you're the one that switched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, I would have had that. Yeah.
So character development, if character development was still the category, Tiny Toons would have just swept the whole damn thing.
I didn't have Tiny Toons for character development.
All right, you had Timon and Pumbaa, but these two guys did.
Yeah.
So, all right. So Eric, by taking out now, because he made it a little difficult, because the categories were still kind of difficult, but still, Tiny Toons wins 3-1. But Eric just cost Tiny Toons a sweep victory. Now they still got to win, but
made it more interesting.
Yeah.
Good job, Eric. That's what we got to do.
Yeah. So I mean, and Tiny Toons, like it had no effect on the division standings whatsoever because Ben 10 is still, demolishing everybody. All right, let's go ahead. Let's move on to the next the next battle, the main event. It is Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids versus the Super Friends. Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids is in the division of Sean's mother, Bonnie Fedcheck. Why can't I find her? Where you are somewhere? Oh, here you are. All right.
Have a good time.
1-1, 25 points. Now, if they can get a sweep victory here, they will move ahead of Jujutsu Kaisen for the top of the division. Probably a big if. Super Friends, 1-1, 10 points. In the division, Bobby Lovewell. With a sweep win, they will move into a first place tie with Solo Leveling. We start with theme song. Dave, who had a better theme song?
I'm going to go with Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids here. I just like the funky soul type of feel that they got going. I do think they bring high energy to it, and I thought the production was pretty good. They also won a Grammy for Betty Davis Eyes. So I think it's one of the better theme songs, and it's a classic.
Okay. All right, Sean?
Yeah, sorry. I also gave it to Fat Albert. Very recognizable, very catchy.
All right. Eric?
Have a good day.
Yeah, I went with Cosby.
All right, you went with Fat Albert.
Yep.
All right. They're up 1-0. 2 more, and then they can get a sweep. We move on to overall enjoyment. And Sean, I'm going to start with you first because you hate the type of animation that Fat Albert is.
Yeah, but that's not the only reason I didn't pick this one. So I did go with Super Friends. You were right to pick me. Although I like Fat Albert's theme song, the whole show to me was just very weird. Not just because I don't like the animation per se, but like the dialogue and like the whole premise of it just never really interested me.
Gotcha. All right. Dave?
Yeah, I went Super Friends here too. I'm not a huge fan of Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids. I do like the theme song, like Sean said, but yeah, the animation ain't the greatest. And I mean, it has some humor, but it's more about strong positive messages and stuff like that. And it really, the tone of like the serious social issues that they try to tackle, I don't think they do a good enough job at it. So I went with Super Friends here.
Okay. All right, Eric.
Yeah, I went with Super Friends. I didn't like Fat Albert and the Crosby Kids. It's called Pat Crosby Kids.
Okay.
I thought it was a boring show.
All right. 1-1. Nobody can get a sweep here. Next category is memorable moments. Eric, who had more memorable moments?
Definitely Super Friends because of the storyline and the fighting scenes. I went with that.
All right.
Um,
Go ahead, Dave.
I'm gonna go Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids here for memorable moments. Everybody knows that "Hey, hey, hey" catchphrase. If you don't, you're lying. I do think that I do think they really tried to address some social issues, so I think that's a little bit memorable. Even though I think they could have did a better job, and I just think it has more of a lasting impact for a lot of people. Super Friends, I feel like they had a lot of cheesy moments, like the Wonder Twin powers activate, that type of stuff. It's very cheesy but memorable, but I just don't think it goes over the top for Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids.
All right. Sean, break us a tie, please.
Yeah, I agree. I went with Fat Albert too, simply because of the hey, hey, hey. Like, somehow that made make it iconic.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. 2-1, Fat Albert. One more, and they can get to 20 points. But it's fan base. Dave?
Super Friends. All the way. All the way. I mean, you got superheroes.
Yeah.
Let's
I mean,
be
it's
honest.
not as strong as what Justice League would become, but still, it's Justice League's predecessor.
Yep. It introduced a generation to the it introduced, Justice League type deal.
Yeah.
Including Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, all that good stuff. But I think people really do like those superheroes that those villain type deals, and it's a little like people like action and stuff. And Fat Albert didn't really bring a lot of that. It was more comedy skits and stuff like that they tried to hit on.
All right. Eric?
Yeah, Super Friends. Easily because of the superheroes and all that.
All right. Sean?
Yeah, Super Friends. Shall weep it.
All right. For the third time in this episode, we're going to the fifth category. Originality.
I did not expect this.
Huh?
For this. I didn't see this one coming.
Well, here we are. All right. Originality. Sean, who had the more original concept?
I gave this one to Fat Albert. I think they just kept it real original to kind of like the real world,
Yeah.
kind of hitting real world topics and issues. And
Well, the source material was created by Cosby himself, right?
Yeah. This whole thing was him.
About his childhood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure that was right.
Yeah. By the way, you're going next.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids. Their source material, it's based on someone and their experiences, their routines, that stuff. And I feel like they bring a little bit more content, just besides that, like social lessons, education, moral stories. They definitely try to bring a lot to it. And I think it's a little more distinct than Super Friends. Like you had pre-existing characters from DC Comics and stuff like that. So you got that hero theme already played out. So I think Fat Albert is a little more original in its way.
All right, Eric, go ahead.
Yep, sweep it. There's more real life story with Fat Albert. Even though I don't like the show,
All right. They're going to win it 3-2. They're going to take 10 points out of the deal. Super Friends is going to get 5 points because it was so close. All right.
Do you think? I didn't think South Elmer had a chance, but do you think South Elmer had a chance?
It really had to be. It's because of the categories. Once I saw what the categories were, I kind of liked their chances a little better.
Yeah.
All right. So this Saturday, back at our regular scheduled time of 6 p.m. Eastern time here on the When Toons Combined YouTube channel, Animated Hour of Power, episode 35. Fillmore takes on the Animaniacs. Fire Force takes on Devilman Crybaby. Teen Titans Go versus the Cleveland Show. The main event is going to be Beetlejuice versus Spectacular New Adventures of Casper the Friendly Ghost. Animated Showdown, episode 35, next Wednesday, noon Eastern time here on the When Toons Combined YouTube channel. As soon as we are done with the show, I will be messaging this to you guys because I know I talk pretty fast. Or at least Dave has mentioned that before. So I do know that I have to send this to you guys. But for the sake of promoting it, Freakazoid takes on Dino Saucers. Devil May Cry, the perfect Devil May Cry, takes on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's going to be the same song and dance that it usually is, to where if Devil May Cry can sweep JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, they're going to tie 16 for the 1 seed. Nobody else has been able to do it.
This might happen.
Muppet Babies had a really good shot of doing it this past Saturday, but Dave said no to Eric, so Eric agreed with him. So we'll see if Devil May Cry can do it. Tasmania takes on New Kids on the Block. Life with Louie takes on Police Academy, the animated series. And this could be either really good or really ugly. The main event is going to be the Looney Tunes taking on the Jetsons.
Wow.
So it could be a very good battle, or the Jetsons could get screwed with the categories and not only end up 0-3, but end up losing, but end up in the negative.
Yep. And everything resets on Saturday now.
Yeah, everything. The powers are going to reset.
Yes, I have the
Happy
power.
birthday, Doug.
Yep. Huh?
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Dutchie.
birthday.
Thank you. All right. So make sure to like and subscribe to the When Toons Combined YouTube channel. Join the Facebook group, facebook.com/group/When Toons Combined. Also, make sure to like and subscribe to the Wrestling Through the Years podcast. 6:30 p.m. Eastern time every Friday night on the Wrestling Through the Years podcast channel on YouTube. Also, like and subscribe to Money E's Unscripted Sports Show. You're going to find him on Twitch at TCAX Money E. You're going to find him on Tic Tac Toe Talk at Money E's six pack picks.
Tic Tac. He's on Tic Tac, everybody.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to change that.
Yeah, even though we've reminded you every time we've seen you. And by the way, the last time we reminded you was 10 minutes before we started recording this show.
Tic Tac.
I'm sorry.
So, all right. Also, you're going to find Wildcard Dave on Twitch at TCXGotSent95. You're going to find Sean on TikTok and Twitch.
You almost said Tic Tac.
Yeah, I know.
Look at what I did.
All right, you're going to find Sean on TikTok and Twitch at TCX Reaper. Also, like and subscribe to the Dizzle97 YouTube channel, and like and subscribe to the Stabcast YouTube channel with Dangle and Mindy. We're going to see everybody on Saturday.
Roger. Peace, everybody.